Hello, everyone. It has been, I don't even know how long. I'm not even going to try to attempt. I have missed you all so much. I was trying for the last hour to go live on my computer, and I think my laptop might finally be completely done, way too old. It's not updating anything. Update Brave. I can't like go on anything. So I finally just gave up and thought I would just go ahead and jump on here on my phone, which is a lot harder to see you guys when you are chatting. But let's see if I can get you guys. Anyways, hello. How is everybody doing? I don't even know where to start. I don't even think I've been on here since we've moved. So I'm now finally out of the city. I'm in a small town just outside of the city. It's absolutely beautiful and amazing here. Um, that's my little guy that you can hear. He's been so patient. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh. I'm just already feeling all your guys' beautiful energy. And it's so amazing to be back on to connect with you guys. I'm so sorry it's been so long. Our move was so chaotic. I've never had a move like this before. Um, and this last while, I've been super under the weather. I don't know if any of the rest of you guys have been feeling this, but I've been struggling for the last, well, this is the third week now. Just like a ton of like sinus and head pressure, a lot within my throat chakra. So definitely all upper chakra stuff happening, whether it's ascension symptoms or just a ton of purging that my body's doing right now. Definitely lots going on. So let me know in the comments if you guys have been feeling this, how you guys have been feeling, both physically, emotionally, spiritually. So much has been going on. Like I said, I don't even know where to start. It's just been so long since I've connected with you all. Since I came back from the Sacred Women's Festival that I was part of the three creators of it this summer. I came back. Hello, Joe. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh man, you guys are just like, my heart is just exploding right now seeing all of you guys in the chat. So the moment we were coming back from the festival is when everything started. My vehicle broke down. We were like 3.5 hours away. So grateful to amazing friends who helped us get back, not only us get back, but all of our stuff got back. My Ladybug trailer was able to be towed. My vehicle was able to be towed. And then my partner, so at that point, we were now in the process of moving out. Like as soon as we came back, we started to move out of the city. So my vehicle had broken down, and then we started having issues with my partner's vehicle breaking down. This was something that I noticed. So this was, when was this? Beginning, no, middle, the last 2 weeks of July was when all this stuff was happening. I don't know if any of you guys even remember this time, but I did want to try to come on at that time because I wanted to check in with everybody to see if where you live, if a lot of other people were having car issues and tire issues, because where I live, it was like almost everybody I talked to was either having some type of car issue or like having to replace tires on their vehicles. And that's what me and my partner were experiencing quite a bit. My beloved SUV, I named it Lilith a long time ago. She did not make it. She was a complete write off, which was so sad. I've had her for, I was trying to remember how long I had her for. I think about 12 years or so. She was my independence vehicle. I absolutely loved her. So the fact that she needed so much work, that I wasn't able to fix her was super heartbreaking for me. But I'm so grateful that I was able to find a new vehicle. This one's named Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. And it so far has been very reliable. My partner has been able to get his vehicle fixed as well. And then with the move, oh my gosh, just so much stuff, which I'm like, I don't know if I go into this all now or if I do this another time, but when I say it was the most chaotic move I've ever experienced, I know moves are like a lot of work, super chaotic. This one was beyond. Like there was just so much I feel that the universe was um pushing us through, as well as helping me to let go of even more and just like really trusting. It was a lot for like my partner and I and our relationship, just to like throw us into all this shit happening. We landed out the house that we moved into, right away found out that it had bed bugs, which I have never, ever, ever, ever experienced it. My poor daughter, my oldest, was the one who had gotten bit. So hence everything from there was just insane. We like I had to move them all out, all of our stuff that we had already moved in, which wasn't everything. Thankfully, I had our old house for another 2 weeks, but everything that we had moved in had to be like bagged up, had to go through the dryer, the washing machine. Our landlords had to get in a company to do this heat treatment. So like anything that could explode or melt had to be taken out of boxes. So we had to go through all of our boxes, take everything out, get it outside. My partner and I were living in my bowler trailer, and my kids were living with my mom. It was just like chaotic. And then the people that were coming to do the heat treatment didn't realize how big the house was, so that had to be rescheduled. So much of our stuff was, yeah, bed bugs, incredibly horrible. I do not wish that on anybody. Like, man, I don't know. I was, yeah, looking up spiritual meanings, like what is going on here? Um, yeah, so then a lot of our stuff that because this all was going on within 2 weeks of having to be out of my old house. So then eventually we had to get all the stuff out of my old house, nowhere to put it because we were not going to put anything else in this house until it was fully treated. And so all of the stuff goes into our backyard of our new house, tarped up, best as we can. And then we get like the most insane storms out here of like crazy winds, rain, all these different things. And I was like, this was the move that I did. I thought I had done really well at like purging and letting go of things, way better than other moves. With other moves, I've always done this, like, this is the pile of stuff I'm going to have a garage sale with, which I never do. So I didn't do that with this one. I felt like I really let go of things. But after that happened, and so much of our stuff got damaged in the rain, got wet. Um, Being outside for like 2 weeks, it was a hard experience of like just really letting things go and realizing that it's all just stuff. Like, we don't take any of this stuff with us, you know. um and being a Taurus, I'm very materialistic. Like, I love things, and I really appreciate things. So it was a really hard lesson for me. um but it was a really good one too. Like, I was able, like, I had very minimal amounts of my like cards, my like, crystals, just different things that I've always felt like I couldn't go without, and they were just like scattered all over the place, or things that we couldn't bring back into the house until we treated them, all these different things. And it's like, oh, I actually can go without these things because everything that I have is right here. And these are all just extras. All these things are things that I love. These things, I love crystals, I love decks, I love my sage, all my essential oils. All these things are things that I love, but they're just things. And they're just additional things, they're just tools to help us on this journey. And going through that really helped me realize that you can do without them, right? And to also really appreciate them a lot more when you do have them. What is Chickadee saying? Mechanic is trying to save my mystery vehicle issues. I can completely relate. Oh man, yeah, I just felt like within this last end of summer, it was just like nonstop. All I was hearing was people having car issues. Even now that I live out of town, so like the commute, just nonstop people on the side of the road. Like, and there's always people on the side of the road, but this was like way more. Like every day I would see like two, three cars going in, coming out, like on both sides of the road. So totally something going on, very, very high energies that's affecting vehicles and tires. Tires was the other thing that a lot of people had to replace. Um, Dragonfly, when I was 8 months pregnant with all three of my kids, we moved, so I can relate. Oh yeah, I've moved at 8 months pregnant as well too with my son, and that was a lot. um, so yeah, anyways, I've missed you guys all so much, and even though I've been under the weather, I just wanted to come on here and just show up in my true authentic self. My voice may be cracking, um, but I had some cards. I wanted to come on and do my new Mary Magdalene oracle cards with you guys. And when I went to go grab them, it was my woodland wardens that really wanted to come through for you guys, which it does make sense. My Mary Magdalene cards are very they have a lot of very specific like activations, and they are a lot better for, I guess, like one-on-one work with people. So a new thing that I have added to my website is oracle readings. I've had a lot of people ask me about oracle readings and tarot readings, which I'm still not ready to do tarot readings, but oracle readings I'm ready to offer it for people. So that is a new thing on my website. The other thing too is since my partner and I I'm trying to think, I don't even know like what month we're in anymore. It was in September. We had a 4-day ayahuasca ceremony retreat, I guess you would call it, which was totally life changing and way too much to go in on this video. Definitely have to do another video on that one. Still processing everything from that. Continually working with grandmother ayahuasca. There's times where I still feel her like so strongly working within me. Could also be a part of, whatever this is that I've been working through for the last 3 weeks now. Because I really see sickness as another way for your body to just purge and cleanse itself. So, but after coming back from that, and actually to go back even slightly, right before that, I really started diving into remembering my time as a priestess within the Rose lineage, working with Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Isis, Hathor, and just like really, really diving into that and finding other women that have been on this journey and this path, and are helping us to awaken these memories and these gifts and these abilities. So that was something that I really started diving into. And then came the ayahuasca 4-day ceremony, which, like I said, too much to go into, but definitely deepened that. I had a ton of like womb healing through that, a ton of just like really showing me the Divine Mother and my path, helping me to remember like who I am and why I'm here. And after that, was in a, I had done, I wish I could remember, I should have wrote down her name. I'll try to link her because if any of you guys are interested, there's a few ladies that I'm on their websites and doing some of their offerings that they have. But this one lady, I was doing one of her free 7-day activations, and I think it was her last day. It was the day of like remembering, whichever day that was. And so she goes through this video, and then she does like a meditation with an activation in it. And while I was in that, I heard I heard a voice so clearly, which to me, I feel like it was, whether it was the Divine Mother Sophia or Mary Magdalene herself, but I heard the the voice say to me, Yvonne, your name is Yvonne, and my middle name is Yvonne. And something that I've always kind of struggled with was because of the spelling of my name, a lot of people pronounce my name wrong, and they say Tanya instead of Tanya. And I've always, like, it's bugged me my whole entire life, always having to correct people. Um, and I've gone back and forth with wanting to change the spelling of my name, and it just never totally resonated. But the moment I heard that, I just had full body chills, and I still get chills when I hear it. So I'm now in the process of going by my middle name and just really embracing that. I don't know if any of you guys have ever changed your name or have gone through anything like that, but I would love to hear your experience with it. It's funny because I'm still forgetting, like when I'm at work and I call people on the phone, I'll still say Tanya. My partner was there the one day and he's like, "Why are you still saying Tanya?" He's so good at reminding me, like, go by Yvonne. Like, you need to say it more. And if you want people to, you need to call it into existence. Hello, Cecilia. Oh, it was so good to connect with you the other day for your oracle reading. I hope you're doing well. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of going through so many changes right now, and just adjustments, and just taking everything in from this summer. This was a really, really big summer, for both me and my partner, for my kids. My partner's going through a lot right now on his spiritual journey, and remembering and planning a trip back home. So many things. Oh, I'm so glad that it resonated with you. It was such a beautiful reading. It was so great to connect with your amazing energy. So, I was going to keep this short just because I don't know how much of a voice I will have for this. And I did do a smudge already, but I'm just going to clear these cards a little bit more here. So like I said, this is the Woodland deck here. Super beautiful deck. I just love all the drawings on this card. Absolutely, my birth name was Carrie. Oh, you're definitely a Maya. Yes, action girl. Later on a spiritual journey, I found Maya to be more fitting for my energy. Oh, 100%. I could not see you as a Carrie at all. Maya, definitely. What was it like for you to do that switch over, like when so many people knew you as Carrie? And did you like fully switch over to Maya, or is that just like, you go by Maya and then for everything else, like, I guess legally, which we all know is bullshit, but like, do you still just go by Carrie? Everyone seems to be struggling with their throat chakras. Yeah, big time. My throat chakra. It's a lot. But actually, as much as my throat chakra is, it's seriously like the pressure that I've been having in my whole sinus area, as well as my like third eye and crown, has just been so intense. So very interesting. Let's see what would like to come through for this beautiful collective that I have missed so much. Divine Mother, Source Creator of all things, what message would like to come through for our highest best love and good only, and for angel guides and guardian angels of the highest love and light? What message would like to come through for those who are on the chat now and those who tune in later? There we go. The Mouse and Buttercup, Innocence. This is the card. I hope everything is showing okay. Like I said, I spent like an hour trying to get on my computer, which, yeah, I think is just now too old that I probably won't be able to use it at all anymore. listening, watching for a few minutes. Dog rip door apart. Been working on that. Oh my goodness, Joe. You know, the fact that your presence and energy is here just means so much to me. I've missed you and so many of you so much. So I have cats. Yeah, we that's another thing actually, now that you say that, Maya. We, after moving here, my cat Salem, who just absolutely loved it here. He just instantly, you know, it was like we moved here, and I was worried because him being an outdoor cat, I was like, you know, moving to a whole other place, how is he going to? The first day, he just like took off, and then I was, you know, all worried about it. Came back, and you know, just loved it. You know, everything about it. He would go on walks with us when we would walk my dog Zion. He would walk with us, and because it's a small town, people would like stop and wait for my cat to cross the street. It was the sweetest thing ever. And then we ended up getting a call that they had found him on the side of the road and he hadn't made it. So that was another huge thing for our family to go through this summer. And I I've experienced loss of animals before, but never like this one. And Salem wasn't even with us for that long, but he was such a strong presence. He still is. He still is such a strong presence, and comes to us very often. My partner and I see him quite a bit. Both of us actually within our ayahuasca experience saw Salem quite a bit. My daughter Sage was very connected with Salem on a soul level, I believe, and she believes that he was her familiar. I had a beautiful reading. I'm gonna try not to cry about this. I had a beautiful reading from a dear friend who was so bang on with Salem's energy, with how he was, and just his whole presence and spirit. And you know, she was able to help us realize that I knew that he was still with us, but that he was now one of our biggest guides. And I truly do feel that, like, he has been with us so much. My partner saw him last night in our kitchen, and it wasn't one of our new cats because he looked over and our new cats were there as well. So his energy is definitely all around us all the time. Um, but yeah, so that was a huge one. We just recently got two new cats. Willow was the first one to come to us. She's a rescue from the Humane Society. She's this cute little adorable multicolored long-haired kitten. And then a couple weeks later, my partner found the new black cat that we have, which is Basset, named after the Egyptian goddess cat Basset. And it's funny because I truly believe that Salem has told them so many of his naughty qualities of how to get into things and food, because there's certain things that they do that it's just like, oh, you are so Salem's energy. Oh, it's funny. So yeah, that comment there just kind of got me. I will get back to this card, sorry guys, but that comment just kind of got me on a little tangent there. What does he say? Maya says, I felt defiant. Switching the social security cards is all I'm into my being. Yeah. Yes, Joe, we definitely need to catch up very soon. And yeah, this is I'm in my new house. I definitely don't, my setup is like completely different. So in order to find a place somewhat of solitude, I'm in my, I don't even know what to call this room. It's my witchy kitchen. It's my like change room. I've got a whole bunch of plants in here. I've got my altar from my loved ones who have passed on. I've got some books in here. Yeah, it's just kind of miscellaneous room for me that I have. Um, Thank you. Yeah, Salem was a huge, huge loss. Yeah, all of my love is here too. It's all apple orchards and no neighbors. Oh yeah, my I would love, 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 love a place like yours. Um, 3 since you've been here. Oh my gosh, that's so hard. It's so hard to lose anybody, right? But there is something about losing like fur babies and just animals. Just you connect with them on such a different level, and I think it's because we can't verbally like. I mean, I talk to my animals, but like have conversations with them like verbally, so you do connect on way more of a soul spiritual level. So it is super, super hard. Yeah, I'm a rescue mama of 7 babies. Of course you are, Maya. You're such a beautiful heart. Hello, Carrie. Welcome. Okay, let's get back. Sorry, I went on a total. You guys know me. I always go on total like off-topic rantings. But so the card that came through again, this cute little mouse. Mouse. How? Who else is dealing with mice right now? I feel like everybody. We definitely have mice in this house, which I mean, pretty much everybody has mice right now. So this is the 0 card, which is very interesting. The meaning is innocence. I'll let you guys see this while I read it. Like the Fool and the Tarot card, the Mouse and the Buttercup is numbered 0. Both cards mark the start of a journey and both remind us we have so much to learn. Mice are grounded and innocent, yet anyone who has dealt with a mouse in their house knows they are determined and highly adaptable. The mouse is paired with the humble buttercup, a symbol of childhood innocence. Have you ever held a buttercup under your chin? According to centuries old children's games, if the reflection of the flower glows yellow on your skin, it reveals that you like butter. I've never heard that. That's so cute. Upright, which this card was upright. You may be embarking on a journey or starting down a new path. Remember that innocence and a lack of understanding are not negative qualities. Instead, they remind us of our capacity for growth, adaptability, and learning. What do I hope to learn through this new path? What potential dangers should I look out for? I think being in the eclipse season right now, that is an absolutely perfect card with so much letting go, so much shedding that's been happening, and not just myself, explaining a little bit of what's been happening over the last part of the summer here. But I know so many people that I've spoken to have had a very, very, very tower like end of the summer, just so much happening in their lives. So I really do feel that this card resonates with so many people on the start of a new journey right now, and the importance of being grounded. When it talks about the childlike, that was another thing. I mean, I know I talk about you know healing your inner child and stuff, but that was really, really shown to me in the ayahuasca ceremony. The importance of, you know, healing your inner child, connecting with your children. It was one thing that the shaman had talked about. You can be a good parent, but are you really there and in touch with your children, right? Like, are your children asking you for something and asking you and asking you, and you're always too busy? You're always saying, yeah, I just have to get this done, or I just have to do this first. And that was something that really, really hit home for me. Um, Especially before my it's funny how my throat chakra is really acting up, being vulnerable and opening up like this. Before my partner came into my life, who was super, super supportive and helpful in a way that I've never had before. Being a solo mama is hard, right? And it's very easy to just always have so much on your plate, right? To just always say like yes, You just need to wait, or whatever the excuse being, right? And the shaman talking about that, and then just the experience I had through ayahuasca, seeing my kids different nights, it really did show me that whatever it is that I'm doing in that time can wait, because your kids grow up so quickly, and there's so many things that being I try so hard to be a good parent, but there's times where if I'm not really giving my kids my attention, not just being here, having my kids at home, um, is one thing, but am I really present with them, and am I giving them my time? So that was one thing that, you know, turn off your we don't have a TV, but like, if it's a TV, turn off your TV, turn off your phone. Um, a huge thing with ayahuasca is the dieta. Um, so there's a 2 week dieta, as well as obviously the whole time during your ceremony, and then a week afterwards. The dieta is very, very strict on like food and what you take in, but it's also like no social media, and really watching like what kind of foods, sorry, yeah, foods, but like music you're taking in, even movies or anything like that. So like I fully went off social media for the full 3 weeks, which was super, super amazing, to be honest. At the beginning, it was kind of like, you get so used to like just checking in, and you do really miss people. Like I really missed people that the only way that I can connect with them, like a lot of you, is through, social media. So that part was hard, but you really start to just focus more on like your surroundings, and you give yourself more time to think and to be out in nature and to just be super present in the moment, and not distracted by all the distractions, right? Like there was so many things, like when I first slowly came back on, and even coming back from ayahuasca and going to work, and people talking about things that I hadn't heard about because I wasn't on any type of social media, anything. So it was like I just got like bombarded, and it was actually really overwhelming at first, because I was like, whoa, like people would ask me things and I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about, like I haven't heard any of this. So I really encourage you, anybody with kids, to just even daily, put the phones away, if you've got a TV, turn the TV off. If they ask to play that game, play that game. If they ask to go outside, go outside. And it's something that I'm really, really working on, and that's really been on my heart, that I'm trying to be better at, more present, not just being here, but to be more present. Oh, Willow decided to show up. Let's see, you guys can see Willow. She's just the cutest little, her face. When we saw her, we just when we went to the Humane Society, I don't know why I thought I could go there and not get an animal. I was like, my kids just really wanted to go. And I was like, we'll just go there and look. And it's like, I saw her face and I was done. I was like, she's ours. We have to have her. So that's our littlest one, Willow. Um, but anyways, yeah. So in this card where it talks about that child, like that's definitely an area that's really on my heart right now, not only to tap into my own inner child and do more healing work. I feel like the healing work on your inner child is probably one of the most important parts of your spiritual journey. But if you've got kids, and not just your own kids, that was another part that came to me in the ayahuasca ceremony was, do you have niece and nephews, or do you have, kids, maybe other people's kids that you are connected with, that are in your life, whether they're good friends or, people in the community. How can you be more present in their life and be that light for them, right? Like we know that kids throughout these last 3.5 years have taken the most of the toll, of all this bullshit. And they're the purest, right? They are the ones that are the most connected to source and divine, which is why they have been targeted the most and are continually being targeted the most. So they truly, truly need us to be present, and they need more people in their lives that are willing to just hold space for them and listen to them and play with them and just hear what it is that they have to say, right? Like, what is it that they remember? What things have they come into this world with? And not to shut them off from that, like so many of us were, right? Of oh, that's not true, or that's not real, or you're too old to believe that, or whatever it was that you were told, right? Or maybe religion, you weren't able to believe certain things. And um, so yeah, that's one place that is really, really heavy on my heart to be better at. And I just want to encourage everyone else, if you can, any kids in your life, to just be there, be present for them, be the support for them. um, Maya, we do not have a TV either, and I love my son in long talks, and especially in cooking together. Cooking together is such a great one. Yeah, so true. Um, Kids love to cook, and what better way to show, to learn and teach with kids, right? Because we also can learn with them at the same time. And I mean, something like cooking, right? Like, that's a life skill. So um Carrie says, yes, daughter is very much of the light and getting targeted often. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these kids, well, they know, right? They know that these kids, especially a lot of the kids that came in after a certain time, where I think it's Dolores Cannon calls them was it third wave or the fourth wave of, you know, the ones that are activated and they are the bringers of of the light. And I truly believe that a lot of them are activating us, right? And so we are the ones that are here to protect them, and we need to do that. So oh, Caroline, hello, hello, so good to see you. Oh, it's just been so good to see you all. I definitely feel like I need to go get some water in me. I'm on a fast right now, so no tea, but a ginger tea would have been awesome. Highly encourage that. Anybody else having respiratory throat stuff? Mullein is one that I've been is super, super great for your respiratory and just to help clear things out. So there's a few little tips for you guys. I just definitely want to get back on to doing more videos, more lives. I know Starseed, Kayla, we connected a little bit. I'm trying to think now. When was that? I feel like that was already a week ago. Um, that bring her back on, do an interview. She's had a lot going on in her life. But yeah, if any of you guys I would love to do. It's always funner to do shows with other people, and instead of it's just me blabbing away and going off on different tangents. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little mini reading for the collective. Um, it's just been so good to connect with your guys' energy again, and I promise it will not be as long the next time that I come on. Um, May you guys all fare well and peaceful in this eclipse season. Stay grounded, get outside. I know you guys hear me say this all the time. Hug a tree, touch a tree, meditate under a tree. Tune into some frequencies, whether it be the Schumann resonance or things like 428 or 528 or 432 frequencies. If you've got tuning forks, or if you know people that do energy healing, or scan your own body, figure out what your body needs. There's so many different tools out there. I would love to work with you as well too if you're interested. My links are always below there. I've got openings both people that are in person as well as those that are distance, and I can work with you by distance. I also have coming up in November, I'll be doing another in-person embodiment dance, Dancing for Unity, with special guest. My partner will be joining me and doing some drumming for that. So I love you guys all so much. Oh yes, I've missed you. I've missed you so much as well. It's just I seriously feel like 100 times better right now, just being able to connect with you guys and connect with the soul tribe, and just to be in your guys' energy, even if it's just through the quantum. The soul tribe has such a strong light to it, and I'm just so grateful for you all. So for those of you that were jumped on live here, and anyone who will be watching the replay, I just love you and I'm so grateful for you. I wish you much love and light. Take care, and we will see you soon. Bye bye.